Welcome back to the English Pro podcast, the place where we don't just learn English, we live it. I'm your host, Jessica.
And I'm John.
Today, we're diving into something very real, something that's holding so many English learners, and honestly, humans in general, back from expressing themselves freely. Let me ask you this. Have you ever replayed a conversation in your head 5 times after it happened, or said something in English, and 5 minutes later thought, why did I say it like that? Yeah? You're probably overthinking.
Oh, yeah. I call it conversation hangover. You walk away from a perfectly normal moment and your brain goes, let's analyze everything you just said like it's a crime scene.
Exactly. Today we're talking about overthinking, why we do it, how it affects our conversations, and how it secretly messes with our confidence, especially when speaking English.
And we're not going to give you a list of 10 magical tips. Nope. Just a real talk. Honest conversation, like friends over coffee. Because that's how you really get fluent.
All right, John, let's start from the beginning. Why do we overthink so much when we talk? Especially in English?
I think it's fear. Fear of judgment. Fear of sounding stupid, especially when it's not your first language. You want to impress, not embarrass.
Totally. I remember this one student, amazing at grammar, but every time she had to speak, she'd freeze. She said, "What if I say the wrong word?" And I was like, "You probably will." And that's okay.
Right? Native speakers mess up too. We just don't panic about it. But learners feel like every word is being judged under a microscope.
Okay, random but fun question. If you had to pick a language mistake to be permanently stuck with, what would it be?
Oh, easy. I'm boring instead of I'm bored. It would make every introduction awkward and hilarious. Hi, I'm John. I'm boring. Icebreaker or red flag?
I'd own that. Hi, I'm Jessica. I overthink everything I say. Nice to meet you. You know what's wild, though? Overthinking doesn't just mess with your confidence, it messes with your language flow, too.
Yes. Your brain is so busy checking for mistakes it forgets how to think in English. You end up stuck in translation mode.
Like your brain's buffering. Please wait, downloading perfect sentence structure.
Exactly. But real conversations don't wait. That's why so many people say, I understand English, but I can't speak it.
Because speaking isn't just about vocabulary, it's about trust. Trusting yourself to speak imperfectly.
That right there, that's the unlock. Let yourself sound messy. That's where fluency lives.
So how do you actually stop overthinking? Like, in the moment?
Okay, truth time, you probably don't. Not completely, but you can learn to ignore it. Kind of like a noisy roommate in your head. Just let them talk while you go live your life.
I like that. The noisy roommate method. You acknowledge it, but don't obey it.
Right. And you can train your brain through small wins. Say something simple in English. It doesn't have to be deep. Hi, I love coffee. Do you? Boom. You just had a conversation.
And that little moment, it tells your brain, see? That wasn't so bad. Then next time, it's easier.
Exactly. And hey, celebrate that. Don't wait until you're fluent to feel proud. Feel proud now.
Let's get real. Overthinking hits hardest in certain situations, right?
Oh yeah, dating, interviews, speaking in front of a group, high-stakes English, your brain goes into Olympic mode. Must not fail.
I once told someone I love you instead of I love it because I was nervous. The look on their face, priceless.
That's one way to start a relationship.
Or end one, depending on the context.
But that's just it. Those oops moments, they're human. And honestly, they make you more relatable.
Okay, plot twist. Is there ever a time when overthinking helps?
Maybe. It can show you care. It means you want to communicate well. You're thoughtful.
True. The key is not to erase overthinking, but to balance it. Be aware, not anxious.
Exactly. Think about what matters, not what might go wrong.
So, if we know overthinking messes us up and we still do it, what's really behind it? Is it fear? Is it habit? Or is it something deeper?
Oof, that's a big one. And I think it connects to something we don't talk about enough. Identity.
That's what we're unpacking next week. why your identity affects how you speak English, and how to change the story you tell yourself. You don't want to miss it. Thanks for listening to the English Pro podcast. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And tell us in the comments, what's something you overthought recently? We'll be reading them all.